particularly a Masoom have done something. So this really reminds me to really wrap it up, inshallah. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Finally, one note on the night of Qadr. The night of Qadr within the Islamic tradition, it's been symbolized as Fatima Zahra salamun alayha. So therefore, as it is the night which is symbolized with Fatima, and as we all know that what Imam Sadiq alayhi salam have mentioned in regards to Fatima, that as we are the hujjat for the insaniya, for human beings, for the kaina on earth, as the imams are the hujjat, Fatima is hujjat for us. So therefore, when on the night of Qadr, we are asked to do to tawassul to the imam of the time, who is the hujjat for us, this tawassul will not be complete unless we do tawassul to Fatima Zahra salamun alayha, because she is hujjat for the imam of the time. So indeed, a tawassul to Fatima Zahra is heavily required, is very much required. Such as, for example, Salat of Fatima Zahra to be prayed tonight is highly recommended. That on the night of Qadr, one have to pray the Salat of Fatima Zahra salamun alayha. The way to, the method of praying it has been mentioned in Mafatih. So the tawassul with her is, it's necessary. Without doing tawassul to her, with what face are we going to do tawassul to Imam Zaman? How can we forget the essence of Imamah? How can we forget the essence of the whole creation, which is Fatima? And I would mention this, unless or until the Islamic Ummah have respect for Fatima, it will never progress. Unless or until the grave of Fatima is taken care of, the Islamic Ummah is doomed. In the same manner, there is a reflection for us as well, that unless or until the Shia sisters are protected and taken care of and respected in our communities, there is no progress for that community. I say that very blunt and very open, and I really apologize our sisters for the very short room that they have, for the very little space that they have compared to what we have. Unless or until we take care of things to that preciseness, there is no progress. Do you think the Islamic Ummah, what they are facing today is just because they are facing? No, it's the zulm that has been done upon Fatima. If you do zulm on Fatima, it's zulm on the Prophet. The zulm on Prophet is indeed, they have the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How clear the Prophet should say that. Even today, when the lovers of Fatima walk on the street, they are killed. Like for example, what happened in Lahore. In Iraq, just going to the ziyarat of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, they are slaughtered for that. So therefore, a tawassul to Fatima is necessary. Have you forgotten that story? Let me remind you of that there were two brothers. One who used to recite majalis of Imam Hussein, and he was a very famous speaker. The other one wasn't. However, when the time of Hajj comes, two brothers got mustati. It's wajib for them to go to Hajj. So one of the brothers says that I have to go to Hajj. The other brother says, Muharram is next. It will be difficult for me to return back and give majalis of Imam Hussein. I'm not going. The brother says, wajib. Then he says, no, I have to stay. I have to recite majlis of Imam Hussein. Then the brother goes for Hajj. By the time he returns, this brother who used to recite majalis, he dies. And when he realizes he dies, his brother was very upset that, oh, he has missed a wajib, because the Quran clearly says that a person who becomes mustati and he doesn't go to Hajj, he is kafir. He has done kufr. So therefore, he has a vision. In this vision, he sees his brother being pulled by the angels towards the hellfire, the hell of Barzakhi. As he was pulled, he pleaded that I used to recite majalis. From the lover of Ahlul Bayt. The report goes to Amir al-Mu'mineen. And Amir al-Mu'mineen says, Qasim al-Nar wal-Jannah. He says that I cannot do anything. The words of Quran is that a person who becomes mustati, he doesn't go to Hajj, he's in trouble. He's done. How can I change that verse of Quran. Then as he was pulled nearer and nearer to the hellfire, he remembers a poetry that he used to recite, that I am the Gida of Fatima. I am the beggar of Fatima. He remembers that. And he started reciting, I am the beggar of Fatima, I am the beggar of Fatima. Please come for her. And right here he has a vision where she attends and she comes. And then getting the report from him, Amal Nama goes to Amirul Mu'mineen. And he says, this man is a lover of Ahlul Bayt. He recited Majalis. He put people to cry. Amirul Mu'mineen says, I cannot do anything. It's clear as the verse. Then she remembers, look Fatima, how much she loves Ahlul Bayt. How much she loves the lovers of Ahlul Bayt, the lover of Hussein. She goes to Imam Zaman and he says, oh Imam Zaman, you do Hajj for him. In Niyabah. So in Niyabat of that person to save him, the Imam have done Hajj for him. So the tawassul to Fatima on the night of Qadr, do you think will be forgiven? The forgiveness has to be through Fatima. She will put things to right for us. But on the other hand, what zulm have the Ummah done on Fatima? That burning door which was kicked on her, and the door falls upon her. It breaks her ribs. She has a miscarriage of Mohsin. Mohsin becomes Shaheed. What did she utter at that time? She calls Ya Mahdi, the helper of Fatima. Today, the helper of Fatima is Mahdi. So without tawassul to Fatima, Mahdi will not come to her. So we ask, Ya Mahdi, bihaqq Fatima, do dua for us that our sins be forgiven tonight. And at the same time, do dua that we are not trapped by shaitan. Our nafs is trapped by shaitan, Ya Mahdi. If you do dua, it is really salam. And when that door falls down, they enter the house of Fatima without permission. Okay, not just enter the house of Fatima while looking the daughter of the Prophet on the ground, pulls Amirul Mu'mineen from the house. And here, one of the greatest reciter of Majalis, he says that he had a dream of Fatima, and she says that you don't recite the greatest of my musibat. And then he asked, no, I do everything. She says the greatest musibat of me is that my children were unaware, they don't know what to do. That they go to help the mother or they go to help the father. Because the father is being pulled out of the house. And then even in that state, Fatima crawls, walks and runs to Masjid al-Nabawi. As blood is dripping from her chest onto the ground, as Haraba is full of blood. And here she says that if you do not leave Ali, I will call the curse upon you and the Ummah will be destroyed. And she protected Ali and she brought Ali back home. But however, after that, her health started deteriorating. As Imam Sadiq clearly says, the reason of the shahadat of Fatima is that blow the ghulam of Umar had done upon her. It is because of that blow. She had a taziana on her. Allama Amini also have this riwayat, and I don't know how to read this riwayat. That when Fatima was given fadak and she was returning back, and the second one asked him that, oh Fatima, you look so happy, what do you got? And Fatima says this is the sanad of fadak, and here he takes and rips it. And here it is very difficult to recite and accept that they slap Fatima. How can we expect that our future to be great when Fatima was done this time also? Allah forgive our sins, bihaqq Fatima. And then after that, when Ali was bathing Fatima, Ali started to cry out loud, and the children of Fatima asked, oh father, when you were giving ghusl to Fatima, you were crying loudly, you were shouting, what was the reason behind it? Here Ali says that the reason is that Fatima had so many wounds on her body that even Ali was unaware of. That is the reason why Ali, when he